Hello, everyone, and welcome to Easy English Conversations. I'm Anna.
And hello from me, Ben. It's just after 1:30 p.m. on a Wednesday here in Phnom Penh. The lunch break is over, and the afternoon is stretching out ahead of me.
And how are you feeling this Wednesday afternoon? I must admit, I'm hitting that classic midweek slump, that feeling in the middle of the week when your energy and motivation start to drop.
I know that feeling all too well. It's that time when you know you should be productive, but it's hard to get started. And that's the perfect lead-in to our topic today: how to stay motivated while studying.
This is a challenge everyone faces, especially for a long-term goal like learning a language. Motivation isn't a magic button you can just press. It comes and goes. It's unreliable.
That's the key. So if we can't rely on motivation, what can we rely on? In this episode, we're going to share some practical strategies, tips, and systems that you can use to keep making progress even on the days you don't feel like it.
Exactly. This isn't about forcing yourself to study 24/7. It's about studying smarter, understanding your own psychology, and being kind to yourself in the process. The first and most important step is to have a strong foundation. You need to know why you are studying. We call this finding your why.
What do you mean by that? For our listeners, their why is probably to learn English.
That's the goal, but it's not the deep emotional why. You need to dig deeper. Why do you want to learn English? Is it to get a better job and provide for your family? Is it to travel the world without a language barrier? Is it to connect with friends from other countries or understand your favorite movies without subtitles?
Ah, I see. So it's connecting the task to a meaningful life goal. My why for learning Khmer, the language of Cambodia, isn't just to speak Khmer. It's to be able to have a real conversation with the lady I buy my morning coffee from, to understand the jokes at the local market, to feel more connected to the community I live in.
That's a beautiful why. When you feel unmotivated, you can think of that lady's smile when you finally ask her about her day in Khmer. That emotional connection is a powerful fuel. So, our first tip for listeners is write down your why. Put it somewhere you can see it every day.
Once you have your why, you need a map. A big goal like become fluent can feel impossible. It's overwhelming.
Precisely. That's where our second tip comes in. Set SMART goals. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.
Can you break that down for us?
Certainly. Specific. Don't just say, I'll study vocabulary. Say, I'll study 10 new words related to food. Measurable. You can count if you learn 10 words. Get better at listening is not easily measurable. Achievable. Don't say, I'll memorize 100 words a day. That's not realistic and will lead to burnout. 10 words is achievable. Relevant. The goal should be relevant to your why. If you want to travel, learn travel vocabulary. Time-bound. Give yourself a deadline. I will learn these 10 words every day for the next week.
So instead of a vague, scary goal like, I want to be fluent, a SMART goal would be, this week, I will watch one 10-minute English video every day without subtitles and write down 5 new phrases I hear.
That is a perfect SMART goal. It's clear, you can track it, and it gives you a sense of accomplishment when you complete it.
Okay, so we have our big why and our small, smart goals, but I still find that some days just starting is the hardest part.
This is where the next strategy comes in. Build a routine. Don't wait until you feel motivated. Make studying a non-negotiable part of your day, like brushing your teeth. Motivation follows action, not the other way around.
It's about creating a habit. I found this to be true. I used to tell myself, I'll study Khmer later, and later never came. Now I have a rule, 20 minutes of study right after I make my morning coffee. It's just part of my morning now, and I don't have to think about it or decide.
That is the perfect example of a successful study habit. It could be 15 minutes on the bus to work, 20 minutes during your lunch break, or 30 minutes before bed. The key is to make it consistent.
The other thing I struggle with living in a busy city is distractions.
You've hit on our next point. Create a dedicated study environment. Your brain needs a signal that it's time to focus. If you try to study on your sofa with the TV on and your phone next to you, you're setting yourself up for failure.
So, what does a good study environment look like?
It should be clean, organized, and as distraction-free as possible. Put your phone in another room or turn it on silent. Close unnecessary tabs on your computer. Have all your materials, notebook, pens, books, ready to go so you don't have an excuse to get up.
For me, that's often meant investing in a good pair of noise-canceling headphones. It helps me create a quiet bubble, even when the city outside is loud. Sometimes I go to a specific quiet cafe that I've designated as my study spot.
Those are excellent strategies. Your environment sends a powerful message to your brain. A dedicated, clean space says it's time to focus. A messy, distracting space says it's okay to procrastinate. Even with the best goals and a perfect study space, there will be days when you just don't want to do it. This is procrastination.
My old friend, what are some tricks to beat it?
A very effective method is the Pomodoro technique. It's simple. You set a timer for 25 minutes and work without any distractions for that time. When the timer goes off, you take a 5-minute break. After 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break.
I like that. 25 minutes feels manageable. It's not as scary as thinking, I have to study for 2 hours.
Exactly. Another trick is the 2-minute rule. Just tell yourself you will start for only 2 minutes. Read 1 page, do 1 exercise, or watch 1 short video. Often, starting is the hardest part, and after 2 minutes, you'll find you're in the flow and want to continue.
It's like tricking your brain into getting started. Now, what about the opposite problem? Studying too much and getting exhausted.
That's burnout, and it's a real danger. Language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. You can't study for 8 hours one day and then be too tired to do anything for a week. That's why breaks, like in the Pomodoro technique, are so important.
So it's about being consistent, not intense.
Yes, and it's also about our final tip. Reward yourself. When you achieve a SMART goal or stick to your study plan for a week, celebrate it. Watch a movie, eat your favorite snack, or go out with friends. This reinforces the positive habit in your brain.
That's a great point. It connects studying with a positive feeling, not just hard work. After I finish my study session, I allow myself to scroll through social media for 10 minutes. It works.
So, let's do a quick recap of our motivation toolkit. 1. Find your why. Connect your studies to a deep, meaningful goal. 2. Set SMART goals. Make your goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. 3. Build a routine. Make studying a consistent habit. 4. Control your environment. Create a distraction-free study space. 5. Fight procrastination. Use techniques like the Pomodoro or the 2-minute rule. 6. Reward yourself. Celebrate your progress to stay positive.
That's a powerful set of tools. This conversation has motivated me.
I'm glad. Now, we want to give our listeners a small, actionable challenge. We're not going to ask you to do everything at once. Just choose one thing. What is one small, achievable SMART goal that you can set for your English study for the rest of this week?
Think about it, write it down, and go do it. Remember, motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going.
Perfectly said. We hope these tips help you on your learning journey. Thanks for tuning in.
Take care and happy studying.